Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, a few days ago, this video went viral of this woman named Harmony, who calls herself Black or part Black, but doesn't look it. And she is chastising Black Americans because we're not out there in the streets protesting ICE and whatever is going on with the illegal immigrants. And this really raised the feathers of a lot of Black people, myself included, because I don't know how many times in how many different ways you have to tell people that every fight that goes on in the United States of America is not Black people's fight. And this is one of them. And these people want to come in and check Black people and tell Black people what we ought to be doing, but won't talk to their own people. Also, these people are doing all of this talking, all of this gangster style talking in the comfort of their home. They need to record themselves at one of those rallies or one of those protests, telling us what they're doing to protest ICE, as opposed to telling us what we need to do. So I'm going to let you listen to her and just, see how you feel about this.
We're watching democracy fall in real time. Fighting for your freedom is brutal, it's exhausting, and it is dangerous. And freedom has never been won from the comfort of a couch. I hope that besides getting on your platform and yelling that we're not coming outside, that you're doing other things to help, like boycotting, mutual aid, grassroots organizing, and you're using your platform to encourage others to do the same thing. But make sure you're doing something and stop acting like your apathy is activism.
Now, she is speaking to Black Americans as if she is some kind of authority, as if somebody has given her the power to speak to us as if we are children, and she is the adult, and she is chastising us because we're not doing what she thinks we ought to be doing.
We are not our ancestors. I used to hate that saying because it's disrespectful, but now I get it because our ancestors were brave. They were built different. And some of y'all are built like your ancestors because a lot of y'all had cowards for ancestors, and it shows.
So y'all got that. She's talking about our ancestors. She's putting herself in the category of our ancestors as if she is a Black American and saying that some of us had cowards for ancestors. Now, we don't know who her ancestors are. He got some pictures of some Black people up there that you could get off the internet. So nobody knows what her connection to Blackness is, even as she claims it and runs her mouth in this manner.
My ancestors were way too badass. I already know that I do not measure up, even though I practically live outside. But we are living through our government being taken over. Hiding in fear won't save you and has never won a battle. And it will not win you your freedom either. So if you're too scared to come outside, fine. We heard you the first 50 times you said it.
Now, I don't know what this woman's ethnicity is, and I don't know who her people are, but she wants Black people to get out in the streets and fight for her people. She wants black people to get out there and become a human shield for her people. I don't know who her people are, but she's pretending to be a black American, saying, well, our people. But if she was a black American, she would respect the decision that we made, that we are not going to get out there. She's not willing to do that because she wants somebody to get out there and fight for her people.
Cool, stay inside because the rest of us are working.
Well, from where I'm sitting right now, black people have every intention of staying inside, and good luck to them on whatever work they're doing.
But I will say that I believe that the people who put us in this mess need to be on the front lines. Latinos for Trump, Black MAGA, farmers for Trump, and of course, privileged white folks always ready to play savior, never ready to save themselves.
Well, in case she didn't know, because she's so busy making videos, I guess, white people are the ones that are getting out there in the streets doing the protesting. The problem is that nobody's paying any attention to them because they're the ones that put them in the office in the first place. When it comes to changing the status quo or holding on to their whiteness, they're going to hold on to whiteness. And that's why nobody's paying any attention to them out there in the streets, because Donald Trump and all of the officials of America know that when it comes to a decision about whiteness, white people are going to choose whiteness, not freedom, not equality, not fairness, whiteness. But back to this woman who calls herself Harmony. She benefits from proximity to whiteness. And we know that, and she knows that. But when she's trying to advocate for something, then she pretends to be black so she can get out here and start, lecturing black people. And black people weren't having it. They stitched her video and they lit her up. And then Tabitha Speaks had this to say.
So let me get this straight. My good sis put out a video telling y'all to stop talking shit, putting out lies about what's going on in Chicago. And Harmony's response to that was to attack black women, called black women cowards, said our ancestors were cowards. And now that she's being dragged on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, now Harmony is trotting out her black ancestors. That gives me the vibes of these racists who say some racist shit, and then when they get called out for it, they come out and say, I've got black friends, some of my family members are black. This is what Harmony put out, I guess in response to my good sis who came back and lit her ass up, along with so many others that are lighting her ass up on this platform, on Threads. I've seen it on Threads, on Instagram. This is what she came back with. She wanted to show us her ancestors. But we know if these are her ancestors, she didn't get this complexion from these ancestors. Okay? We're clear about that. So again, Harmony, are you trotting out your black side, using your black ancestors to validate your denigration and disrespect from your original video? Is that what you're doing? You're using your black ancestors when you look like this, Harmony. Now, Harmony may not see this because I blocked Harmony. You know, my good sis, Will Gardner, months ago, I did a duet with Harmony because I liked Harmony. I liked Harmony. But months ago, my good sis, Will Gardner, told me I did a duet with Harmony, and she got down in the comments and she said, be careful with that one. And I took it in because I know the Will Gardner is not going to steer me wrong. She ain't got no reason to. And so I sat back and I watched Harmony. I didn't unfollow Harmony. I just watched with a side eye. And we all know it's just a matter of time. And that time came a couple of days ago. Harmony showed her true and complete ass. She showed us who she was. I'm sorry, Harmony. I believe the venom behind your video, it holds some anti-blackness. It holds some dislike for black women. See, a lot of people were stung by your words. I wasn't, because I've been sitting on ready. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to see this side of you, Harmony. And you can't hide your true self for long. Your true self will always make it to the forefront. And you showed us your true self.
Now, these two black people that are supposedly her ancestors are famous people. I don't know the woman on the left, but the man on the right is Al Freeman Jr. He was an actor and he didn't have any children. So I don't know I don't know how she fits into his family. And Tabitha did come back and speak on that. Somebody left this comment on her page. I don't know if you can read it or not, but it says, it's crazy that she's saying the actor Al Freeman Jr., top right, is her relative because he had no children. LOL. And Tabitha responded,
Say what now? I didn't even connect those dots. Well, she put it out there. I guess she can deal with the consequence.
people are going to learn to stop playing in our faces. We are not to be played with. All of those days of gaslighting and trying to dump on black people, and I'm smarter than you, and I know more than you, and I can say whatever I want to say to you, those days are over. Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about this video. Thank you for listening and have a good evening.